What's happening, YouTubeverse? It's your boy Darkularity, and thank you for tuning in for another weekly Community Crunch video for Ark Survival Evolved. This week we're taking a look at Community Crunch 361, ASA comparison, Evo event, and more. So let's jump right into it here. We're sure every survivor has seen these items a few times during their Ark experience, but definitely not like this. Keep your eyes peeled for future Community Crunches because we'll continue to share new assets from Arksurvivalascended. So let's have a look here. What are they showing us this week? So it looks like we're just getting some, of the starter base building components, some of the earlier items you use when you jump into Ark Survival Evolved. So looking on the left here, these are the original. We got the smithy, the mortar and pestle. We have the sleeping bag and the cooking pot. And on the left-hand side, we're looking at the remastered versions. And you know what? They do look quite a bit better. There's a little bit more detail on the smithy here. We've got some ropes around this. They've changed the model up just a little bit. There's a few more tools on the top and a little bit more detail on the anvil block here. I think this looks pretty good. And you know what? I don't think it fully represents what it's going to look like in engine with the shading and everything. It looks like there's just a bright light over it. So I think it's going to even look a little bit better. But I do like the way this looks. The smithy looks significantly better. It looks definitely more detailed. I like the dirt on it, so that's all good stuff. Looking at the mortar and pestle, looks like we've actually got like a bowl full of some kind of a fruit paste or a jam maybe from these mashed up berries. So I like that. That's pretty cool. The sleeping bag I think looks wonderful compared to the old one. It certainly looks a bit more comfortable. I like that you've got like different flaps you can unfold, and then you've actually got a pillow, a nice place to rest your head. And the cooking pot here. Looks pretty much the same to me, other than the pot has like a stew in it. Other than that, the rocks are a little lighter in color, so maybe it'll stand out more on the ground or something. I'm not sure. I think it looks okay. Last week I was wondering if we were going to get a comparison of flowers, and yeah, looks like we get a comparison to some early survivor structures. So cool. I think it looks all right. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about these new models that they're showcasing. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Is it kind of what you're expecting when it comes to Ark Survival Ascended? So let's move on here. This one kind of bothers me a little bit. So as soon as we move on from looking at the ASA comparison, we literally have copy and pasted text from last week's. If you go back and look at last week's, the exact same thing. Whereas the gameplay, we'll be showcasing the gameplay shortly before release. Is this all you've done? Blah, blah, blah. They showed that last week. I mean, seems kind of lazy to just copy and paste the exact same statements as they did last week. What do you do? I mean, what do you do? This is a short community crunch this week too. So enforcement update. Now I feel like they put this little blurb in there, given all the controversy that's going on this week with T-Tribe. People speculating that T-Tribe has connection to Snail Games, and the servers were going down in their PvP battle with the Island Boys. If you guys don't know about that, go ahead and do a quick search on the T-Tribe ban situation. And then of course, all the people from, the Island Boys and the other players on that server, there was over 80 people that were banned while they were partaking in PvP actions against T-Tribe. So it is definitely sus. I mean, you can't argue it. So here's what it looks like they're kind of bringing back or reminding people about that Studio Wildcard does take hacking and those kind of actions seriously on their official servers. So let's see what they say. If you know of an exploit on official servers, be sure to check out our bounty thread. We provide bounties for anyone who can report hacks or exploits of any kind, which are not aimbots, speed hacks, that can have a serious impact on gameplay and or server stability on our official online servers. We've rewarded players with over 50K. So if you click on this embedded link here, what that brings you to, it brings you to this page here. And in here, they kind of list all of the bounty payouts that they've had for, different exploits, things like that. So they're kind of boasting that they've, paid out around $66,000 worth of payouts to community members who have reported different hacking. So you can go through this list if you want. You can't comment or anything on it. The post is actually locked. But it looks like they've paid out. I mean, I saw some people were getting payouts of $2,000, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you notice any exploits, go ahead, report them to Studio Wildcard. If they're worthy enough, you might get paid for it. Back over here, I mean, what's annoying about this is obviously they know about the controversy this week. I mean, why wouldn't they, right? But instead of addressing it or even saying anything about it at all, they drop this in here. Like, why would you drop this in here? Why would you not comment on it? And I mean, you know, I think this is further evidence of the foot that Snail Games has on Studio Wildcard. They can't actually say anything, at least not without facing retribution from Snail Games, and who knows what that is. I think that's a shame, and it just goes to show, you know, just honestly how shitty Studio Wildcard is. Their staffers are taking advantage of official servers, and Studio Wildcard is unable to say or do anything about it. I think that's scary for the future of Ark, and honestly, I think it's something that publishers shouldn't be doing. I mean, I'm sure everyone can agree with that. It's just kind of crazy. So let's move on from that. Like I said last week, I want to try to keep things positive around here, but it's frustrating. I know it's frustrating to all the people who were involved, all the people who've gotten banned. It's frustrating to the entire community. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts on that situation are. So let's go down here. So they're saying there's a new Evo event that's going to run through this Monday, so May 15th. We got boosted servers on official, as well as small tribe servers, Ark Apocalypse, and Conquest. So go ahead and take advantage of those guys. That is pretty much it for this week's Community Crunch. It's a small one, but what can you do? Guys, if you like this video, please smash that like button. Really does help out this channel. And yeah, if you want to get notified on any other future Ark news, things like that, smash that subscribe button, and then hit the bell. That way you're going to be notified when I'm dropping videos like these. All right, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Peace.